filter and lost our resolve. Even when we've been attacked on our own soil, we grew together and we said, guess what? We're not going to let you bring the fight here. We're bringing the fight to you. The United States resolve is very much intact, even during these times that we're going through. And the eyes out there need to realize that, because we are strong. We are one country, and we are going to keep moving forward together. Just takes some people longer than others, unfortunately, to get on board and move forward. In those cases, it would be nice if it wasn't that way, and we had more of a harmony setup going on, but we will move forward and join together in solidarity. And that's what transitioning is moving forward and joining in solidarity. Whether or not it is from transitioning as a person, an individual, or whether it is transitioning the country into a more solid, accepting country. And that comes with education and educating those that are in office that, hey, you have people of all kinds, and if you exclude one word and try to take that word out of existence and say those people don't exist, then you're, in a sense, because that's a blanket term, transgender is blanket, you're affecting half or more of the population. Because somewhere in a blanket term, everybody falls in there for the most part, unless you are 100% go by cisgendered male or cisgendered female. So to say that transgender people are wrong, well, if you're asexual, if you're demisexual, if you're androgynous, just using those examples, you fall under being transgender. If you are transitioning male to female, if you are a cross-dresser, if you're transitioning female to male, because they fall under there too. If, there's so many different categories that you can't say that this sexuality or this gender or this or that, you can't say you're one or the other, because then you're not accepting. You're a bigot. You're not really focused on the overall picture and the constituents that you have in your populace and your population. When you say, yeah, you're there for the voters, well, those voters voted. And if you are registered to vote and you don't go out and vote, then you're not voting. If you're not registered to vote, you need to be registered to vote, because that is your voice. That is a way to say, hey, this is who I feel should be there. So that way the Electoral College can take that into consideration and say yes. Now, granted, I would love to see the Electoral College be eliminated to where one person, one vote counts for towards that candidate, whoever it may be. And it doesn't matter if you're Republican, it doesn't matter if you're Democrat, it doesn't matter if you're independent, it doesn't matter if you're Green Party or any of the other smaller parties. Your vote counts. Protecting transition rights counts. Protecting transgender people counts. Your voice must be counted. This is an election year. Seriously think about getting out there and registered. Not saying you have to go campaign for people. Not saying you have to endorse a specific person. If you are one party and you weren't happy, you can vote for anyone on that ballot. That is the nice thing about the general election. It is an open ballot to where you can vote for any person you want, no matter how you've registered. You can vote for who you think is going to be the proper person to run, and your voice gets heard that way. I've had friends say I'm expressing my right to show my voice by not voting. That doesn't show your voice. That doesn't express your concerns and doesn't help you move forward, doesn't help the country move forward, doesn't help the country transition into a better light and a better life. It keeps it cloistered, it lets things move backwards. And we can't do that. As veterans, we know the importance of voting. We know the importance of our country and the love of our country to move forward, to have that solidarity, that brother and sisterhood that is out there amongst each other. And in our communities, we need to feel that as well and see that and move that forward in order to keep life happy for everyone. It's time to end bigotry. It's time to end hate. The worst four-letter word on the face of the earth is hate. You see it on the TV commercials where they're talking about hate being a bad four-letter word. It is the worst because we were not meant to hate, and we were not meant to not love one another and be happy and be friendly and be courteous to each other, because that's what we are supposed to be. We are supposed to be happy. We are supposed to be courteous. We are supposed to love each other and be friendly to each other. So it's okay to be upset with things. It's okay not to agree with things, but try to re-examine how you view life and move forward into a happier life. Once you start getting rid of that four-letter word, life becomes better. It becomes different. Your views on things open up. And it helps to be able to have that thought of moving forward into a happier lifestyle. Not saying you have to totally change who you are, but let's get rid of the hate. Let's do our part to transition the country into a better light, into a better country, to show our resolve is still there, to show our resolve is not disrupted by this pandemic, to show that we have a voice and that we're willing to vote, we're willing to show our voice, to be able to be happy and express ourselves in a loving, free, open way to where we can end hate. Because we can end hate one person at a time. And if we do that, it will make life so much better. And I would like to thank you for listening in today and coming back and viewing my shows. I hope to have you here next week as we move forward in discussions about different things of being transgender and different aspects of things that are needed in order to live in a community that is moving forward. So, again, check out my blog at Combat Boots to High Heels. Also, email me, combatbootstohighheels@mail.com. Let me know what you think. If you like the topics, if you don't like the topics, hey, I can handle it. Help me to help you. I want to see what you have to say. So please feel free and let me know. And have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you next week.